Buying and selling shares, there's also some costs involved. This lesson looks at some brokerage costs. As it says here, brokerage is paid whenever you buy or sell shares. So it's a fee for someone going to the share market and putting your money into a particular company for you. There's two different types. There's full service brokerage, which is a person actually calling a person and getting them to do it for you. Or there's online brokerage, which is you doing it on the computer. Full service and online have different fees and structured according to the amount of shares that you're buying, the value of the shares that you're buying. So I'll have a look at an example. I've got Melinda wanting to buy 3,000 shares with a market price of $9.84 each. If we want to find out how much she needs to pay for the shares, including brokerage, if she buys the shares through a broker, through a real person, first thing we're going to need to find is the cost of the shares. She's bought 3,000 shares for $9.84 each. So it's going to cost $29,520 to buy those shares. To calculate the brokerage, we're going to have a look at the full service brokerage table. 29,520. Is it up to 1,500? No. Is it up to 80,000? Yep, we're in this area here. So the brokerage is going to be 0.45% of that value. Just because this already has a decimal in it, remember you still need to convert it, the percentage, into a decimal. Of means multiplies. The brokerage will be $132.84. Now we can find the total cost of the shares, which will be the cost of the shares plus the brokerage. Grab my 29,520 and add on 132. So I end up costing 29,652.84. That's the total cost of the shares. Part B, how much could Belinda save in brokerage by trading online? So if I want to calculate the online brokerage fee, I'll look in my online brokerage table to see where this cost of shares is. It's above 25,000, so it's 0.12% of the transaction value. I'll have to find 0.12% of 29,520. Again, convert it into a decimal. And I should have the fee of $35.42. When I compare these fees, 132 and 35, we can see the online one's cheaper. Okay, by how much? The saving would be the difference between the brokerage with a person and the brokerage online. Ends up being $97.42. And we write our response in a sentence. Okay, that's the idea of brokerage. When we sell shares, we have brokerage as well. Here's an example where we're selling shares. He asked his broker, that implies that it's a real person, to sell 850 shares at $5.60 each. How much does he receive after paying brokerage? Let's first find the value of the shares that he's selling. 850 shares at $5.60 each. He's hoping to receive 4,760. Let's find out what the brokerage will be 4,760. That's up to 10,000. So the brokerage will just be $55. The amount that he's going to receive will be the value of the shares and then subtract the brokerage. He's not going to receive the full 4,760. He's going to have to take away $55 and end up with 4,705. A relatively straightforward lesson. Full service is a person, online is on the computer. Online is typically a lot cheaper. Add the brokerage to the cost when you're buying, subtract the brokerage from the value when you're selling. There's some problems to have a go at.